up, everybody? It's the Spiritual Light Miss Pat passing through, and I'm back at you with another video. Today, I wanted to talk to you guys about how we react to certain situations. This weekend, I did a lot of studying, and I was looking at Baruch, and I saw some things that kind of put a lot on my mind, and that is that what I was reading that we right now live in the time right before all hell breaks loose, okay? And I'm sitting up here saying to myself, how our people are usually reactionary people. We're not people that handle things like right up, handle it right away. You know what I'm saying? We reactionary people, and I hate that about our group of people, but we are reactionary people. We roll with the punches, but we're reactionary. And I sat back and while I was reading, and I saw some things that kind of got to me, and I sat up there and I said, "Wow," I said, I'm looking, and in many places I read this inside of Nag Hammadi too, that it looks like we are going to be here for about a good 5 days with all hell breaking loose all over the planet, as far as something catastrophic happening on the planet, as well as something catastrophic happening within inside our solar system. And I'm sitting up here like, oh Lord. I said, now, seeing how Mozart is from different types of things that I have read this weekend, I think he's going to let us sit here for a while. And I asked myself, if I was him, would I let us sit here for a while to test us a little bit? And something went back in my mind and said, he is going to let us sit here for a minute and go through a couple of things to see who's going to curse him and say, you know what I'm saying? Like this. I knew I shouldn't have believed in none of this in the beginning. Because I'm going to be honest with you. Back in the time when this happened before, when the Israelites were coming out of Egypt, that wasn't exactly like they just marched out of Egypt and everything was everything. No, they had a couple of hairy moments, if you think about it. They had to run away from Pharaoh's people. They had to go across a sea, not a river, not a lake, but a sea, with Moses, parting that bad boy and doing some serious magic, okay? And the Most High, Moses back there being a pillar of fire holding off the Pharaoh from really coming through till they could get at least halfway across a sea. Okay, this is a sea. These people are hauling ass trying to get across, okay, from running away from people trying to kill them on chariots, with horse and chariots, looking at nature completely doing some shit that they ain't never seen before. Okay, there's some people that looked at all of this. Oh, fuck all that. We're just going to go on back to Egypt. You understand? And got killed. It got to a point where people, you understand, this got to be some hairy, serious shit. So this is not the first time the Hebrews done been through some life-changing, crazy episodes with our Father. Okay? Now, what makes you think the end gonna be he just gonna pick us up with chariots and then we just gonna sit back on the couch and ride off to wherever we gonna ride off at and underneath the sea or to another planet and watch this on big screen with the aliens? That's not how this gonna work. See, I'm a person, I don't like surprises. Because I need to know how to react to certain things. I react a certain type of way. I'm calculated in what I do. So I like to know what's going to happen. But when I thought about it, I said, yeah, he going to sit us here for a minute. He going to let us deal with all hell breaking loose. He going to let us deal with no lights, no water, crazy ass people running around doing the most. Us, you know what I'm saying? We going to have some stories. Okay? Because when I thought about it, I said, no, it ain't never been no easy ride, okay? Even with Tina Turner's like, we like it rough, okay? When they rolling on the river, okay? I ain't never seen it without people be easy at all, okay? And none of the stories of the Bible was anything just easy, chill, or none of that. Even most of coming here, they running away from getting killed where they were. Then you got to have a baby in a cave, or you know what I'm saying, in some kind of dirty little place or whatever. You bringing the King of Kings here inside of a little manger someplace because ain't no place to stay. So we ain't exactly had, easy situations ever. So what makes you think this last episode is going to be easy? I'm just saying. Okay? And that's why I said, how do we react to things? How we going to react to all hell breaking loose? And that just made, that sat with me for a minute. I was like, is he actually going to pick us up, or is he going to let us sit here for the 5 days that he said, and on that 6th day, he going to pick us up? Now, what really scared me was, I was like, how many days are we talking about? See, Moses' days the days with our father is way different than the days of us. Okay, so, okay, our days is a little different. Our 5 days is just 5 days. His 5 days are set thousands of years. I was like, I wish somebody would have made that very clear what that is. Okay, because if that means, if we talk about one day after another, his days, that means I'm going to be dead in the first 5 seconds of this shit. So, you understand? But I sat back and I thought about it, and I was like, wow, there is a lot to think about here as far as how we react without all the air Kadashis, without all the things that's going on, us being the people that don't nobody give a damn about, that ain't going to let us run into no safety places. And then the safety places that they may have for us will not be some place that I will have my damn family at, because you're going to have to fence for yourself. You're going to have to think about some things. And I'm sitting up here saying to myself, how's all of this going to happen? And it's like how everything has always happened. Things happen out of nowhere. The bottom just falls out of this shit, and everything is just the way it is. And I had my own experiences of doing the George Floyd thing happen here in Chicago, and the riots and stuff like that. It was just best to stay at home. Don't touch it. Don't, don't go nowhere, because people were really getting killed out here in Chicago. Okay, it was some interesting things that happened, and then there was other things that I sat back and I was, paying attention to as far as the different things that I was reading. You know what I'm saying? I was reading a situation where Mozart, where you kind of understand how his personality is. That's how I know he gonna let us sit here for a while to see who gonna curse him and say, the hell with this. I thought I was a Hebrew Israelite. I ain't down with this shit. Look at what's going on. Ain't nobody came and got us. Oh Lord, what we gonna do? You understand what I'm saying? He gonna see whether or not you gonna curse him in that. You understand what I mean? He gonna see. And there was this one situation where you had Mozart and Andrew, one of his disciples, and he told Andrew, I need you to go to India and teach the word to the king of India. And Andrew said, Mozart, I love you like a brother. I would go anywhere you ask me to do, except for India. And Mozart just looked at him. He's like, okay. Walked away. Pretended to be a seller of carpenters, and ran into this guy that was a mason for the king of India, who was making palaces. And he said, are you looking for a carpenter? He's like, actually I am. He said, you have one? He's like, yeah, I got a slave. And he does great work. And he's like, oh, okay. He's like, how much you want for him? I ain't got a lot of money, you know what I'm saying? And I'm on my way there now. And he's like, I know. He's like, you know what? How about 3 silver coins? He's like, perfect, excellent. He said, let's write all this up. You know what I'm saying? His name is Andrew, and my name is da 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 da. And he's right over there. And yeah, we can go ahead and you can take him right with you. Right now, he's ready to go. And he's like, oh, okay, cool. So he goes over to Andrew. He's like, you know Andrew? He's like, yeah. He's like, is your master da da da? He's like, yeah. He's like, yeah, he sold you to me for 3 coins, 3 silver coins. He's like, I'm a mason for the king of India. So come on, you're gonna come with me. And Andrew's face was like, I can't believe this thing. Most of sold his ass into fucking slavery. You don't play with me. I told your ass to go do something. That's exactly what I mean. Okay? It was hilarious. It was the most hilarious shit I've seen. I read in my life. I was down there, but I was like, hell no, he's only thinking the slavery. Like, don't tell me what you ain't gonna do, boo. I will sell your ass into slavery. Get your ass on the boat. You understand? So the funny thing is, he don't argue with you. He ain't gonna make it look like you gave him any kind of pressure. He was just so unbothered and so unbotheredly sold your ass right into slavery. See you in India. I laughed so hard at that. I said, so I know for a fact he gonna let us sit here for a minute. He gonna see. He gonna see who gonna do what. Who really was ride or die, team ride or die, and who was bullshit. Because when things get real, that's when you see who's really on team and who isn't. And the reality is that us as a people, many terrible things have happened to us. We have to remember, we have rolled with the punches in all kinds of things that have happened to us here through slavery, through the 60s, through the 70s, through the 80s, through the 90s. We have rolled with the punches through many, many unfortunate things. And we have to ask ourselves, are we going to roll with the punches through this, through these terrible things that are going to come in our near future? Or are we just going to give up and say to hell with it? Because you got to understand, the Christian church has made it seem as though we're going to get picked up and flown up out of here and we ain't going to have to suffer nothing. We suffered some things in Egypt too, running up out of there. Okay? That wasn't an easy situation. We just didn't, just march up out of there like they show it on Ten Commandments or whatever. You know what I'm saying? On Easter, when you watch the Ten Commandments, we just marched out here, and everybody's got everything that they need, and we just got out of there, and everything was good. No! They was after our ass. They was running after us. Okay? We had some hairy moments. All right? And we're going to have hairy moments here, too. Everybody may not make it. Some people ran back to Egypt and died. You understand? But at the end of the day, we have to understand how we going to react. Are we going to roll with the punches or are we going to curse God and die? You understand? And those are the things that I look at. And those are the things that I tend to think about when I read this kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? I know most of it's like, why are you talking about this? I want to see what they was going to do on their own. You know what I'm saying? But see, for me, I hate surprises. That's why I'm talking to y'all about this. Because these are the types of things I think about. You understand? I don't like for stuff to come and hit me. Even though regardless, it's going to be a surprise whenever it does. But most of us expect for the shit to hit the fan. We already know the war is going to happen. But there's going to be some things that happen. Even inside the book of Revelations, it told you some things that they weren't allowed to say that was going to happen. Okay, so there's parts of this. It's just, you know what I'm saying, that I've noticed in my reading. And I'm talking about, I'm a person that reads for receipts. I read to be able to understand the flow of things. Okay. And when I see a hiccup, I'm like, okay, this is where this dirt, varied off this way. This may be a lie. This might be a truth. This may be something that is something that we completely avoided in other conversations that I've seen having about the same topic in other books. But the reality is that we need to think about how we're going to react to things. Us being in this world, just like the Gentiles, we are just as unprepared as they are. They may be a little bit more prepared because they family and them got guns and, they know how to shoot shit and eat roadkill. They eat anything. Some of these folks eat all kind of shit. I'm not finna eat roadkill. But people get hungry enough, they'll eat anything. And that's the other thing we're getting ready to see. We're seeing famine getting ready to start and things like that. And I read that at some point, these people going to get so desperate about food, they going to eat their parents. Oh, I was like, what the? Please let me be on a ship. I don't want to be here for that. That the birds are going to be attacking people to eat because there's not going to be any greenery anywhere. You understand? That I don't want to be here for that. Okay? When he gets ready to punish these Gentiles, it is not going to be nice. This is nothing like this. Ooh. I feel bad for, I told you, I felt sorry for him. I felt sorry for him for a reason. Because 400 years damn near destroyed our people. Look at them today. Look at our people long and fucking hard. Okay? 400 years damn near killed our people. These people got doubled. They ain't gonna exist no more. You know they ain't built to last. Okay? Our people barely built to last. But you know they people ain't. But honey, when it comes down to our big brother, yeah, he gonna let us sit here for a while. He gonna see something. Because there's, like I said, there's things that I have found that were very funny. there were things inside of these books that I have read. This one right here, the other Bible, that I wish that I could have went back in time. You know what I'm saying? And just been there to ask, to elaborate on that question, because it would affect me in the future. And his disciples just did not ask the right freaking questions. I'm sitting up here like, oh my God. I literally had to throw this book across the room. I'm like, if somebody else asks another dumb ass question, this man just dropped some serious gems. He dropped straight diamonds. You understand what I'm saying? Just, and it was so bad. I was sitting out here like, this man dropped some serious diamonds on these boys, and the first thing they come out of their mouth is, how are we supposed to fast? Do we need to get circumcised? Who gonna be our next leader? What kind of fucking questions are these? When this man just sat up there and said something that was so profound and so mind-blowing, and you asked about how do we fast? I was like, Musa being Musa, as smart as he is, knowing what he knows, he getting ready to go to heaven, go back to heaven in any moment, and this is what you asked him? Oh, I was over it reading some of these. And a person who is in law like me, who is always looking for facts, when you can get the facts from the man himself, oh my God. Why wasn't I born back there? Why couldn't I have been a damn disciple? I would have asked him everything, so y'all would have been prepared now. Oh, it was terrible. And then to sit back and look at some of the things that I saw with him and how everything came to be. When it came down to him getting killed, we killed him, y'all. And I can literally believe that we did that. When I saw those different scribes and how they lied on that man like that, I said, now, you know what? These folks look like, remind me of T.D. Jakes now. Because he was threatening they scene. You know what I'm saying? When that happened, I swear, I said, if I could have went back in time, because you imagine me back in time, when dude sat up there and said, let it be on our children, on us and our children's children. I would have came back out of time and be like, out of the future, are you serious? Who is you talking to, bro? What are you talking about? Like, the fuck you mean? You understand? Oh, your children's children. This affects me personally. I think I should have a say in this. Most of them are like, look, you are messing up me being able to literally save y'all in the future. Get back into 2022. But literally, this dude said this. I said, these have to be black people, because I've seen this, especially if you live here in Chicago. You've heard these dudes sit up here, on my mama, on my child's head. I'm like, yeah, that was us. We said that stupid shit. I'm like, this does not make any sense. I said, the stuff that we went through, the stuff that us as a race went through, and to read that happening at that moment, lying on this man like that, all because you jealous, because these people are following him, they're learning things, they're getting healed, and you can't give them none of that. But you would lie on this man and get him killed like that. It was just, the whole thing just was, whoo. And I just know me coming in from the future. I would have, and you know, back then they were polite. We live in this town, we rude as hell. And y'all can see how my mouth would have been. Dude would have like, see you, so I'm like, I will beat your sheet wearing ass, okay? Break your ass down like a fraction. Bring your ass over here. Come on. Talking crazy, talking about let it be on your kids or kids' kids. What are you talking about, man? They would have like, what? Where did this woman come from? This is why we behead them. Why we stone them. Like, somebody pick up a stone, see what I do to your little shirt. All y'all wearing sheet asses. Pick up a shirt. Pick up a stone, please. I just sat back and I said to myself, man, I would love to have been back then, but I know I would have messed up the whole plan of redemption. You would have me sitting in the corner, you know, and stuff like that. And I would have told him, like, oh my goodness, this is insane. But as I said, y'all, this is about figuring out how to handle certain situations. You know what I'm saying? How would you handle yourself? Clearly, I would not have handled myself that way. He would have told me you messed up the whole entire plan, Pat. You know, but there's a lot of things that I have to say that I would like to. What are you doing down here? Go, 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 go. So grandbaby. But there's a lot of things that I have to say that I saw in this that showed me how would you react to a certain situation like that. And honestly, I would not have acted well. But when I was watching something else by Kuda de Mayo, I literally saw the situation of us being kings and queens and how we may have sold ourselves into this situation. There's always going to be somebody that's willing to sell a group of people out in the kingdom when they feeling slighted or feeling like somebody did not appreciate them in some type of way. And honestly, when kingdoms are taken over, you got to have somebody on the inside that's going to play the game. An enemy of my enemy is my friend. And the Gentiles came in, I guarantee you, that way. And whoever did the double cross got double crossed and sat on a boat into slavery or killed the worst. You understand what I'm saying? So I could totally see how that whole situation came to be. You understand? Because it's all, our people have not changed that much. You always gonna have somebody that's willing to sell somebody down the river for a couple of bucks or a better situation. But what they didn't understand is how the Gentiles get down and how the Gentiles still are today. They will sit up here and work with you and smile in your faces and let black people do all the heavy lifting, baby. But in the end, they gonna sit up here and get rid of you. They gonna sit up here and it's like, oh, you thought you was gonna ride with us? No, that's not how that worked. You can go. Or we gonna kill you. It's just that simple. You understand? They're not gonna let a person who double cross somebody else sit next to them and wait for them to double cross them. You're not gonna do that. You're not gonna do that. How many jobs have you been on, especially if you've been a supervisor someplace where the actual management has you train the person who is going to take your job, and you're going along training that person because you think they're going to offer you a higher position. No, they're getting ready to get rid of you and give the person you just trained your job. The Gentiles don't change. They still do the same thing. They got the same exact MO constantly. They do not change. And that's all they did with us. Okay? They weren't going to let those black people that were in those different in those different areas of nobility and importance and stuff like that stay in those positions. All they did was sit up there and replace them with people that looked like them and said, y'all are slaves now. You realize that, right? What do you mean we're slaves? We're nobility. No, you're not. Your ass getting on that boat with the rest of them niggas. Goodbye. And they became us. It's easy to see, and it ain't hard to figure out. I mean, how many people do you think in that time could read and write? The average person, the nobles, are the ones who could read and had education. You replace the nobles and everybody else has no idea how to read a book or anything like that to find out these ain't the people that's in there. Somebody wrote that shit down and said they were swarthy looking and black and dark. That's the only reason why we know about this today. And the world is upset because we do know about it and all the dirt is coming out right now. And they're not handling and reacting to this situation very well at all. Because now it's coming out that they deserve everything that's coming to them. So when this war does break out, and it's going to break out and it's going to get real ugly around here very soon. I feel it. I feel it. That's the reason why I was reading what I was reading this weekend, because I know it's coming. It's coming and the bottom's going to fall out. People are walking around here with their guards down. I see them with, as far as this pandemic is concerned, especially here in Chicago, it's 72 degrees. If it's 72 degrees here, guess what? Somewhere it's having tornadoes and somebody's losing their homes or lives, one of the two. That's not normal weather for this time of the year. But you got people walking around downtown Chicago feeling like it's just a regular day. Everybody up in each other's faces as if our government did something about this shit. You just sat up there and got this hokey pokey and it ain't done nothing. It don't even work that long. Now they want you to take a fourth one. You're going to be walking around here jittering and falling out very soon. It's going to be people just dropping dead soon. I really believe that coming up really soon, because this doesn't make any sense. All the jobs want you to be boosted. They want you to be vaccinated and double boosted. I ain't got time for all of that. No. Yeah, not for something that don't work. Last time I took a shot for something that was a measles, I never got the measles ever in my life. Okay, this shit that they offering right now is not working. So I'm just looking at all of these things going on right now, you guys, and I'm gonna be honest with you. Just these people have let the arms down. They done let the guards down. They think it's a regular day, and I'm just holding my breath like I can feel it. Remember, I think what was his name? Phil Collins made that song, I Can Feel It Coming in the Air Tonight. Oh, Lord. Yeah, I can feel this shit coming. Miami, y'all remember this? If you're old enough, Miami Vice's theme music. Oh, baby. This is not finna be nice. These people are finna get super sick. China is already having their issues with COVID right now, with them people being very super sick right now. And they have more people now from, sick now that they're locking down than they did at the beginning of this in 2020. So, and now it's already in Europe with people with the rates rising. Now here we are in America and everybody in each other's faces. It's just a bad situation all the way around, y'all. And I just I don't feel like this is a good thing that's getting ready to come. I feel it coming really, really, really strongly, like a freight train. And I'm just looking at people saying to myself, I don't know what these folks are thinking, but this is getting ready to get really, really bad. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I don't want this video to be too long, but I just wanted to sit up here and come in and say hi to y'all, make you laugh a little bit today. And I wish everybody, again, a happy new year. And I hope you guys had a great one. And I'm hoping that this new year will be excellent for us. But, honey, it's going to be a mess for some other people, y'all. It's going to be a mess for some other people. I just pray that all of our folks are very safe. And, stay safe, stay alert. You know what I'm saying? But mostly stay prayed up. All right? I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Bye.